I think it's a little bit hard to find ways to describe such a horrible moment in history and for the world. My closest grandfather figure, it's from my mother's side that I grew up with him. He was born in 1930. The Holocaust started around the whole Nazi movement, and the party and everything started around 1935, if I'm not wrong. So you can imagine and do the math that if someone was born in 1930 and this whole thing started on the 35, he was just a baby. So by the moment that they were took to the concentration camps and the work camps and everything, he was just a kid. He was taken apart from his family, his mother, his father. Well, actually, he was with his dad, and he witnessed the way that his father was killed in front of him, being just a kid. His father was a crazy smoker, and he asked my grandfather to go and get from a Nazi soldier a cigarette that was asleep. And because he was a little kid, and the kids are more delicate and smaller hands and all that, so basically he was go and get the cigarettes, the soldier is sleeping. But it happens to be that he woke up, and the soldier actually asked my great-grandfather to choose between his life and my grandfather's. Obviously, I'm not a parent, I'm not a mother, but I think that we all can agree that we're gonna ask for our life instead of our children. So he made his choice, and the soldier killed my great-grandfather in front of my grandfather. When something terrible happens at such a very young age, it just change your life. It shifts you to a different, I remembered my grandfather waking up maybe at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and saying that home smells like meat. And it was just because of the ovens that they used to burn the bodies. My grandmother always tells stories about him, saying that she had it really, really tough with him, because he used to have a lot of nightmares, remembering, because that's a huge trauma. Even though that he's not here anymore, I admire him a lot. I think he was a very strong person, human being. He used to be very caring and giving, and he was someone that shared, but mostly with his family. Because like I said, he was afraid until the day that he died. This year it's gonna be 10 years that that he passed. When he passed, I decided to, his tattoo was more towards in the middle, and it was just the number. And I actually had this little debate with my grandmother, because I wasn't sure. This is my first tattoo, and I wasn't sure if I wanted in a place that people can actually see it. And I was thinking to do it on my wrist. And my grandmother was like, no, if you're gonna get a tattoo and you're gonna do something to honor your grandfather, people have to see it. So yeah, this is his name, David. CL means Zichronot Lebracha, that it's in Hebrew, and it says kind of you have to remember the person in blessings, sort of translating. The A is for Auschwitz, and this is his prisoner number. So after a long debate with Grandma, this is the place that I got it. He was my father. He was my father. I lived with both my grandparents and my mom until I was 12 years old. But it was just like the four of us together everywhere. Yeah. He was my father. I used to call him Dad, not Grandpa. I used to call him Dad. Ew, I never thought that I'm gonna cry. Honestly. I think that everyone that has someone that survived the Holocaust, you should like hold it and try to learn as much as you can. And like I said, we always have to never forget. And we have to all the time listen to all the stories, and not just the Holocaust, every single atrocity that is going on right now in the world, and so on.